I've been the same person for the last 15 years.
I mean, I tried to listen to it, bro. Track one was bad. Then when she had the Biggie beat, I thought she was gonna rip it. No. And women love that song. I'm like, nah. She didn't do justice beat. It's so soft. You know, that beat is hard, loud. Like, when she's doing it, it's like, nah.
Ain't doing no justice. Huh?
No justice. Everybody ever done this Biggie beat. They killed this bitch. You playing games. I was hyped. Like, okay, I know she gonna kill it.
See? Nah, I definitely ain't gonna listen to the show now.
You want to take that microphone or something?
No, I didn't move it. I didn't touch that.
Aim it like directly at your mouth, like everybody else's is.
Wait, what's that?
Think it's a little too close to you though.
Right here. Good.
That's how you be sitting though.
Like this, I guess. Like that.
All right.
He don't shit that. Think about it.
I like these three strings.
I keep falling for that shit.
Ooh. It's another recording here, another show. Chicago Black Delegation Podcast is a show dedicated to the reshaping and reclaiming of black culture in America. The intention of this podcast is to improve the conditions of blacks in America by way of platforming different ideas. At no point will the views shared on this podcast, be it the show title, conversation headers, individuals express ideas, or otherwise, should be interpreted as an attack on other groups, but rather a means to a greater end for blacks in America. Views shared by individuals does not represent the views shared by the Chicago Black Delegation, its staff, or other guests unless specified. All right. Start the show with this. What's up, everybody? Another week, another day, another dollar for the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. Another show where we're gonna react to some hand-selected items that I found interesting that I came across on the internet, and I got what's wrong?
You're not talking to the mic.
Yeah, I am.
When you talking to the mic, I can hear you come through the speakers.
What you talking about?
We coming through the speakers. You don't hear yourself? I can hear you louder. Like I can hear myself.
Oh well, it's still no. So you saying that with me talking through the mic, you can't hear me? You want you said no. I don't. You don't. You shouldn't have to hear me through the speakers.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Okay, well we're gonna just do this then. All right, is it better?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. They people can hear me. So yeah.
Nah, ain't it gonna echo though?
No. That's cool. But yeah, I didn't know that though. So yeah. Otherwise, yeah, man. Like I said, we just got another selection of videos for y'all to check out. There's a number right here. I'm pretty sure y'all can see it. Call in. The phone lines is open for the next hour or two. Call in and share your perspective on whatever we're talking about. If you disagree, if you agree, if you want to give us a pat on the back. If you feel like these conversations need to be had amongst your circle and you don't know how to break it open, call in and we can give our 2 cents on it and what have you. But for the most part, this podcast is just going to be like the purpose of this podcast. For the most part, is like I said, reclaiming the culture and then reshifting our trajectory towards something that's going to be beneficial for us, Black Americans. So if my guest can introduce himself, starting with you on my left.
I'm JG. I'm just here to talk and learn and share the thoughts of my people.
Yo, it's the King. I'm just here to give my opinion.
Yo, what up? It's your boy J. Rashid. You know what I'm saying? Check out that YouTube. No, just like
Yeah,
Black Chicago Delegation, man. We chilling, man. We just gonna check these videos out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, man. So we ain't gotta take too much of y'all time this time. As a matter of fact, if anybody wants to suggest any videos for us to react to, I mean, you can simply call in or leave an email in my Chicago Black Delegation at Gmail. Otherwise, just put it in the comment section. Link to us in the comment section, and we'll check it out in the next week's episode. We try to go for Sundays, preferably every Sunday, but if scheduling doesn't permit for it, then we'll have to skip a Sunday or whatever. But For the most part, that's what the show is kind of about. Call in, kind of strategize with our brethren and with the sisterhood, and like I said, try to make things better for us and our kids. So without further ado, we want to go into the first video. This is going to be a video from this brother's called Earn Your Leisure. They specify a lot of money making strategies amongst that's going on in America. Very, very high influence, high octane, high vibrational thoughts and stuff like that. Just like I said, if you want to learn how to make money digitally and stuff like that, let these guys be like your introduction into that world, you know. And I think as Black Americans, we are gonna have to learn how to diversify the way we make money, especially with the trying times that's ahead of us. I mean, y'all kind of see how the economics is going, like the housing market, food prices. Like, yo, what isn't going up? You know what I'm saying? It's like it seems like the only thing that's not going up these days is TV prices. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's really, really important for us to diversify the way we make money, the ways that we make money. And Earn Your Leisure is a one-stop shop for a lot of things regarding that nature. Stock market, finance, you name it. But here they are having a very, very important conversation about the real estate market. They have a young lady from Chicago. As a matter of fact, they are actually holding an event in Chicago and speaking to Chicagoans on how to take advantage or make the most of the housing market. So let's take it out. Let's see what they're talking about.
So what are some good investment tips for first-time homebuyers and investors?
All right, so what's up, Chicago? It feels good to be having this conversation with my brothers in my home city. So definitely conversation.
For first-time homebuyers and investors.
All right, so
what are some good investment tips for first-time homebuyers and
she's playing too fast, ain't it? My bad. I was like, man, something's off with this.
and investors?
all right,
Investment tips for first-time homebuyers and investors.
all right. So what's up, Chicago? It feels good to be having this conversation with my brothers in my home city. So definitely, you know, one of the number one things that I talk to folks about. First of all, how many people in here are homeowners? Make some noise.
Shout out to y'all.
All right. How many people out here own investment properties?
Shout out to y'all. Okay, I love it.
Yeah, okay. And how many future homeowners and investors do we have?
Make some noise.
Everybody. Okay, cool. Good stuff. So one of the number one things that I always talk about is house hacking, right? It is not a new strategy by any means, but because of social media, house hacking has just become more popular over the past couple of years. And essentially what house hacking means is that you buy a property that could be a single family home or a multifamily, and you rent out other areas of that property where you can actually make money and it can pay your mortgage and you can live for free, essentially, right? And so if it's a single family home, you can rent out rooms, you can rent out the garage, you can rent out the shed. There's a number of different areas. You can rent out the basement, right? If you have an attic, if you have an in-law suite. But if it's a multi-unit, thankfully in the Chicagoland market, we have an abundance of multifamily properties, and you can get into it and purchase a 2 or 3 or 4 unit property. And so a lot of clients that I work with, they're like, you know, how do I get started in real estate? Now, living in a multi-unit may not be for everyone, but if your goal is to build generational wealth through investing in real estate, I would absolutely advise that you purchase a multi-unit as your first property, because you can put very little to no money down, right? So there are programs out there that are 0%. You have 3.5%, and you have 5% down programs where you can get into a multi-unit. Whereas an investor, they're looking at 20, 25 to 30% down in regards to starting your investment portfolio.
What's some of those?
So first quick question here. She mentions this concept called house hacking. What's some of your thoughts regarding house? Like, do y'all understand what she meant by what house hacking is and stuff like that?
Yeah, I understand when people have.
What's your thoughts kind of surrounding like that ideology, that strategy?
I mean, that's just another way to make the housing market go up, where you can just maximize taking more money from people. But I wouldn't like to live with a group of bunch of strangers, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But some people have to do that because the housing market is too high. So one person can't support the rent by themselves. So.
That's my first time ever hearing that. Like, I guess that phrasing. It's a cool idea. I personally wouldn't do it. I couldn't, like you said, I couldn't have a stranger live with me. But in terms of like making some money, it makes sense. Like, yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. What's the term again? House hacking.
House hacking, yeah.
House hacking. Yeah, I ain't never heard that one before.
I mean, they just put a term on it. I didn't seen it. Like they do that in California and New York. Yeah, because the shit's just so high. It's been going on for a while.
You talking about like how people like living like
like
dormitories?
Yeah, it's just everybody get a room. It's just everybody get a room and share the bathroom and the kitchen.
Yeah, that shit's smoke. That's dead. But I mean, for people who want to do that, I mean, that's good for them. But I couldn't do that one.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah. I kind of feel the exact same way, especially when it comes to strangers. Like we know, like the Latino community. They don't charge each other rent, right? But they do have systems within them, so within their families, right, where they allow multiple families to stay in one household. You know what I mean? Especially when it's big enough. But like I just don't know. Like in the black community, that's kind of on the fringe side. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like in my life experience, and I'd have a very expensive family. And like, right, Justin, we don't have a lot of family members that kind of do like that family shacking in one house, right? There was one time where I had like an uncle staying with me, you know what I'm saying, which was it worked for his time. It was easier for my mother to pay the bills and stuff like that. But as I said, it's just something that's pretty fringe in our community. But we have to understand that, right? That when it comes to what she mentioned as building generational wealth, right? That's a pretty decent strategy for keeping the cost of things low. And I think, I don't know, for the most part, on paper, it's a good idea, right? But in practice, when it comes to clashing with people's personalities and stuff like that, and egos and things like that, and like, I mean, the simple concept of, oh man, it's too many men in this house, like. Who's gonna be like the head honcho or the alpha and stuff like that? Where stuff like that start to flare up. So, but it's unfortunate that we can't, that we don't feel comfortable with doing something like this. But I mean, I'm just saying, on paper, it makes perfect sense, and I think we all can kind of agree to that, right? But I mean, shit, how you feel about another dude having some jurisdiction or some pull in your own household? You feel me?
I mean, yeah, I can see why it don't work for us. Like we aren't like wired like that. Like if we got a bunch of people living with us, somebody's in like a down bad situation. Like the goal is for them to move out.
Yeah, not to stay.
Yeah, like we're not staying.
That's something right.
We're looking out for you. This is a favor, but this is 100% only temporary. I don't know. I guess we just can't look at it like the Latino community, like you said. Like they don't care. Like it could be a lot of them in the house. They trying to get it together, but. We're not doing that. Like you gotta get your own.
I mean, more than likely, if it's a bunch of Latinos in the home, more than likely they're related. If they complete, like I don't feel like
most of their family. Most times you're supposed to basically like you're supposed to have a little bit more leniency for your family, but I mean, if black people don't, they be like, look, all right, nigga, I gave you some time. You need to figure this shit out.
But it's like
we ain't gonna do this for too long.
Yo, even the kids.
But it's like with strangers. It's like it can only work like in a dormitory, like if you're on your own and you just link up with a group of people. That's the only way I feel like that could work. Like if you're on your own and like, but like
and they not talking about causing maximizing on like general. They just trying to like overpay people so they can maximize on their wealth.
Are you talking about people like her, right?
Yeah. That's the whole purpose. So when you do the house rent thing, like people can put outrageous things for rent. There is no cap on rent. If you believe your shit,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
You can go over the market if you want to.
If you find somebody dumb enough to want to pay that shit, and you have like a nice area, or whatever, they're gonna pay that shit, and you can say you want $3,000 to $4,000, and you're gonna charge each room $700, $800, whatever the case may be, to get that money just from a room. But you're not gonna get that from one person. So you set that house up just like that to be like this, and have rules and tell this is how people gonna live. And that shit, like, no, that's just for you to rob nigga, because your mortgage is probably not that. That's you just gonna pocket the rest, whatever it is, pay your mortgage, and you're gonna pocket the rest. You know
I agree. So yeah, there's definitely like don't get me wrong here, like nothing against this lady right here, nothing against anybody that agrees with this ideology of making money and things like that. But this is a very much so a capitalistic strategy. You know what I mean? This is the way of like making money to make your life easier. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get into like ideas of like living for free. You know what I mean? And then where you don't have to contribute to anything, we don't have to go to a job and like do the same slave labor that person that one of your tenants is gonna have to participate in to pay your rent. You know what I mean? So like, but to anybody can do whatever they want with their energy, with their time, with their resources and stuff like that. And it is interesting. I mean, you do bring up a good point as far as, hey, these people aren't trying to help people. They're not even trying to necessarily help their next generation kids. This is just something that they want to just flat out benefit from, and then just do what they want with that money.
Yeah. Like, doesn't serve a real purpose. They're just trying to buy Gucci and Louis Vuitton and nice cars. Like I be seeing niggas that be selling real estate talking about they be buying $300,000 chains.
That's what I'm saying, and yeah, that's just kind of that's a huge problem actually. But
and they tell you how much they be charging rent for motherfuckers. You be like, bro, you're terrible.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's much. It's all right. So let's see what else they talking about here.
Programs.
Yeah, so NACA, shout out to Dre.
Shout out to my guy Dre. What up? Appreciate you. Dre in the building.
Yeah, so NACA is a great program. I actually have some clients in the crowd who have also closed with NACA. And that program is no money down, no closing costs. We're talking about the interest rates nowadays and how they just keep going higher and higher and higher. You can actually go in and buy your interest rate down, and then just ultimately across the board, on average, their rates are about 1.5% to 2.5% lower than what the national average is going to be. So NACA is a great program that you guys can use to purchase multi-units or just to purchase your first property in general. Now, the thing about NACA, right? So there's a lot of different misconceptions. There's a lot of conversation around NACA. It is a phenomenal program, but if you are on a time frame, I don't believe that NACA is the program for you. So like if you got to be out of your place in 4 months, NACA is not the program for you, right? And I don't believe there's enough people like saying that. And people get started and then they get in the process and then they realize they're not getting approved for maybe 12 to 18 months.
Wow.
Right? But it's a phenomenal program to the buyer. And so if you have not purchased a property yet, but you know you want to purchase a property sometime in the near future, then I would say absolutely everyone should start that program now. Yeah. All right. FHA, 3.5% down. FHA and conventional loans, government-backed mortgages. And I don't know if you guys have seen on social media lately, but we have been talking about it and posting it like crazy. So FHA, like I mentioned, 3.5% down, anything from 1 to 4 units. The conventional product has changed their program from 5% down for 2, 3, and 4 units.
That's amazing.
For conventional.
That's crazy.
Okay? And why that's a big deal is because in Cook County, the limits for FHA to purchase up to a 4 unit is $900,000. So you can go and purchase a property for $900,000 and only put 3.5% down if that's FHA. And for conventional, the Cook County loan limit is $1.4 million, and you only have to put 5% down.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. But Sean, there's nothing like free money though. Right.
Yes.
So let's talk about some grant programs, because grants is something that we don't have to pay back. I know that from being a student and having student loans. We always want to get the grant money. So what type of grants are being offered here in Illinois, specifically in Chicago?
Yes, absolutely want to talk about 2 major programs. But before I talk about that, I also want to make sure that I don't forget to mention VA loans. Do we have any veterans in the building?
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all.
Definitely shout out to y'all. And if you have any family members who are veterans, let me tell you, call them up and say, hey, did you use your VA loan? Because if not, we need to go and buy a 4-unit. VA is another loan program that is absolutely no money down. And there are certain tax benefits too, to where you can have your property taxes reduced significantly if you have access to the VA loan. So definitely make sure that you guys utilize that VA loan, because you can actually purchase a property with no money down. You can get 100% financing. You can refinance out of that property into a conventional loan, and you can move out of that property and use that VA loan again. Did y'all catch that?
Again.
That's amazing.
One more again.
So in regards to the program, IDA, you guys write this down, IHDA. It is Illinois Housing Development Authority. And IDA is probably one of the most commonly used state grants that I've been using throughout my career. I've had a number of different clients close with IDA loans, and that is up to $10,000 in down payment assistance. You can go right online. You can Google IHDA, IDA, and there's income limits and credit score requirements and things like that. But all of the program qualifications are there, and that is the most commonly used grant that I've seen throughout the years.
That's $10,000. All I gotta do is fill out the application. Hopefully I meet the requirements and it's granted to me.
Yep, up to. Yep. Yeah, and you don't have to repay it.
This is a question we asked Don Peebles last.
So, have y'all ever heard of these any of these grant programs? Any other grant programs that you left out? What do y'all think about this part of the conversation?
I mean, I heard of the CH one. They was talking about they give you like up to 20,000 grants, but you got to have already a loan in the process, and they will assist with the down payment of like the percentages. They give you up to like 20 grand.
Mm-hmm. Is it any strings attached that you're aware of at all? Or?
No, you just gotta make a certain type of money. Other than that, no, it's not really too hard to get. You just gotta already have your you already gotta have a house that you're looking at and having like a process going.
Oh, pretty good.
Once you got the process going,
I actually like that. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's more than that 10. So they give up like the other 20 grand.
Oh, you said 20. Oh, yeah, she did say 10 grand, didn't she? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with these programs she was speaking on, but from the perspective of which she explained it, like, they sound pretty good. Like, that sounds like something people should look into.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're in a position where you're trying to purchase a house, which is now, it's damn near getting to the point where it's now or never. You know what I mean? There's some conversations going on with the way what is Joe Biden planning on doing? How to I heard this $1 million number being
he was trying to come up with a program to help first-time homeowners get up to like $500,000 assistance, like to help purchase buy a house, because the housing market is about to go up to a point where people are not going to be able to buy these houses. Like they talking about hitting niggas with like 60 to 70 to possibly 100-year mortgages. That's unheard of. Okay.
That sounds like some of your kids have to deal with. You know,
I mean, you gotta look at the interest that they putting on the money is about to be so high. It's gonna fucking take you 100 years to pay it off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's the problem. You know, fuck to what they're talking about. It's the interest. You know what I'm saying. The interest is just gonna be too ridiculous. And they talking about the possibility of us not even to be a homeowner nation anymore. We just gonna become renters. If you look at people that's buying all the property, it's not even people that are American citizens. These are people from overseas. And they buy up all the property and they're gonna rent it out to you. Like when you see, like when you go to out of town, you go to these places, the Airbnb neighborhoods. Those are owned by people in Japan, Italy, Europe. There's not even people that are American citizens, and they capitalizing on our shit and making us all renters. You know what I'm saying?
It's like that sounds like a exchange of wealth from one nation to the next. And that's which ultimately is it really is bad for our current economy.
Donald Trump was talking about he was gonna stop that shit, and everybody was getting mad at him about it. But it makes sense. They're dominating our market. They are controlling our market.
Isn't that like regular mathematics? And this is not an endorsement for Donald Trump or anything like that. But I'm just saying it's literally it's simple mathematics. If our money is getting transferred over there, then what does that leave us with? It leaves us with a weakened economy, right?
Yep.
And we need to worry about, even us as Black Americans, we should be worrying about the economy, because if we're occupying a nation where the economy is trash, then we need to consider net migration. If you, in my opinion. Anybody else want to add to this grant program conversation?
No, it does sound like something worth looking into.
Yeah, for sure.
It does.
Like seriously. So, I wasn't making a point, wasn't I? but yeah, like it's getting to a point where it's now or never. You know what I mean? You have to. You really need to be purchasing as soon as possible. That means getting your grind. That government is not going to bail you out. I know we are heavy advocates for like reparations on this platform. We do recognize that the government owes us a lot, but the fact of the matter is, government is not giving us shit. It's not going to happen anytime soon. So don't wait for anything. We don't expect this California plan of people purchasing property for $1. Don't expect that to reach your side of the states. Act now. Do what you got to do now, and prepare for the worst. And because it literally is heading that direction. So let's see. It's not gonna be too much longer on this. We're not gonna play the entire video, but so check out what else got to say.
Last year, and I want to ask you now, what are like the 3 hottest areas to invest in Chicago or Illinois?
So, what'd you say?
219.
Right. So everyone knows about the Obama Library that's coming. Shout out to the Obama Library. Shout out to Woodline. It is coming in 2025. That must be a West Side.
Damn.
But that must be a West Side over there booing. So Woodline, actually statistically proven, has been one of the fastest growing neighborhoods in the country. The home values have doubled in less than 24 months, right? So if you guys drive by, you can see the library is coming. I don't know what phase it's in, but that thing is going up quick. The expected delivery date is 2025.
Okay.
So that's a good area that I would say to invest in. Lawndale is a great area to invest in. West Siders. See, I'm gonna give y'all some love. Lawndale, Austin. Another program that I'm gonna talk about is MMRP. Make sure you guys write that down. That is Micro Market Recovery Program. That is a grant program that I've been working with clients to get since 2018. That program started off as a $15,000 non-repayable down payment assistance grant, and it started out in 11 different areas across the city of Chicago. That grant program has since increased to a $30,000 down payment assistance program, and they have also increased it to 20 different areas of Chicago. And so, you mentioned like what are 3 different areas? Like people always want to talk about the crime that's going on in Chicago, the terrible things that are going on in Chicago, and just all of the bad that is about Chicago. But what they don't tell you is that there's an entire new zip code being developed in Chicago, right? It is a multi-billion-dollar development called the 78. It is 60678, right across from Roosevelt on Roosevelt and Clark, from the Target, right? All of that land. Who knows about the 78? All right, okay. So, if Chicago is so terrible and there's all these terrible things that happen, why is there so much money going into the city, right? There's a lot of different infrastructure, right? There's a lot of things being built. There's a lot of major headquarters that are here. And there's just a lot of money that's going into the city, and not only on the residential side, but on the commercial side as well. So again, Austin, Lawndale, Chatham, Grand Crossing, Gresham.
Write these down.
Like these are the number of different programs that are even on that MMRP list. So if you guys go online, again, that's the Micro Market Recovery Program. You have to have a property identified and be under contract, and you have to have a home buyer certificate, Pass. It's just an online class. You go online and you take it, and your lender can give you the link for that. And then if you're purchasing a multi-unit, you have to take a landlord certification class, which is also online.
No, go ahead, keep going.
But yeah, those are a number of different programs and a number of different areas.
I was going to ask about the time sensitivity, right? Because we were talking backstage, and we're like, people need to know about it because these programs and these grants, sometimes they come and they go.
Yep.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Well, I think that's why it's important to be plugged in with a team and people who have resources, because when these programs come and go, like, not to, pop my stuff, but I was awarded the top realtor from the Chicago Department of Housing to utilize this grant.
That's amazing. That's something to brag about.
Yeah, so
What?
to be the number one realtor who has been an advocate for closing, these grant programs, with people in our communities, like, and so because of that, whenever there's money that is available, I'm one of the ones that gets the call first, and that.
Okay. So, yeah, just want to kind of squeeze in the part with her, letting everybody know that she is kind of the real deal here. Like she, what did she say? She's like the one of the top realtors in Chicago. So she got some, some knowledge on it, and she's been recognized for that. I think she does bring us some pretty good points and some pretty useful information for aspiring realtors and stuff like that. Regarding like what's the hot spots in the Chicagoland area to invest primarily in. I know she mentioned the area where they building the Barack Obama library and stuff like that. One question I did kind of have from earlier was, what do y'all think about regarding the strategies of monetizing homes and stuff like that? Like she had mentioned. This idea of renting out a room and stuff like that, rent out a shed, tenants, and like the process of learning to be a landlord and educating your tenants on how to like different grants and programs that can assist them with their payments and stuff like that, and also got into like different type of mentalities as far as what they personally do to make sure those bills are paid. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like any just general thoughts, is kind of about what you kind of seen from what she was kind of saying and anything like that.
Well, to me, it seemed like it's a well thought out strategy. Like it do seem like a solid way to make some money. Like I can't knock it, and she does seem to be rather successful with it. I don't know if it's just the image, but she does seem to have it down to a science. So if it works, it works.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I don't know, man. They keep talking like they know a lot, but I ain't like how they didn't want to talk about this recession cover. That's the worst time to buy property, because if the recession's supposed to start at the beginning of the new year, buying property and doing all these things is technically bad. Technically, when you try to do these things, and those people like her or him, they lose a lot of money when that shit happens.
Yeah, when the shit hit the fan, basically. Yeah, because if it gets to a point where how did that go? When it gets to a point where the recession and like economy just plummets so far down, people don't buy, right?
Yeah, they don't buy, and then people can't afford those high rents. You see what I'm saying? People gonna be like basically gonna lose their job. Then you gonna have a bunch of people in your house not paying rent, and you still got to cover all the bills for all those properties.
Yeah.
So now that's coming out your money. If you have a lot of investments, therefore you're getting your money drained in a lot of different angles. If all your tenants go bad, you fucked.
And especially if you can't find somebody to take that load off your shoulders.
Because everybody in the plumbing, nobody's really making money.
And you're gonna be selling at a loss, right?
No, you're gonna be going to bankrupt, and then the bank gonna take everything you own.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then because you live in a lifestyle, and then you got a house that you probably ain't paid for, and then you got other shit you ain't paid for. So you need a certain type of level of money to come in constantly. So if this recession or what's about to happen, like she said, those places she's saying buy it. Yeah, you can buy over there, but you got to find an old house, and then you got to like build it up. But they even like over by my crib, houses are going for like 250. You could possibly get like 300,000, depending on what you sell it. But this still the hood. You see what I'm saying? It's just because they built that fucking library, it's gonna make everything go up, and that's what it is, and it's gonna make the taxes go up. People thought having that Obama library was going to be something great, but black people can't afford that shit. So by that coming over there, this is gonna make all the black people leave. Because once the taxes go up, they can't pay the taxes.
Because like those libraries, like who do people think pay for those libraries? Like who like.
They don't know that. They just think it's supposed to just come in and go sit there and look pretty. Black people don't be knowing. And
they don't know that place is gonna be funded off of taxpayers' dollars.
Off your money.
You know what I'm saying? So and if y'all can't keep up with that, if y'all can't keep up with the upkeep of that library, well, y'all gonna be moving out, and other people are gonna be purchasing property, whether they're gonna be living there or not. So I definitely think that's a conversation that black people need to be kind of privy of. I'm talking about gentrification, right?
Yeah. That's what's happening because Woodline, those houses you talking about, those are all white people living in those bitches. They live right off Stony Island, and I know that it's like a half a block. It's literally a half a block of new townhouses. Then the other half is old fucked up crack houses, fucked up shit's crazy. It's literally like that, just a half a block of newness.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like we gotta definitely gotta be paying attention because the way. This is gonna be a very brief history lesson here because this is what I've been noticing. If anybody don't know what I mean by like gentrification, this is how it's technically going happening right now. Whether it's been done on intentionally or it isn't. This is just the reality of the situation. Right now, inner city Chicago is predominantly like Black Americans. When it gets to a point of these people consistently investing and building new things and essentially economically pushing black people out of downtown, guess who's going to be moving into these places? It's going to be people with money. You know what I mean? So like the strategy is push up the renovate, push black people out and push rich people into Chicago to essentially retake over downtown and inner city Chicago. So when Chicago, as we know it now, which has maybe not predominantly black, but a huge density of black people living there, is going to be. I mean, these people are going to be pushed out, and wherever they go, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But if things kind of keep going the way that they're going, again, this gentrification process of pushing black people out of these communities and pushing and bringing in people with money who. We don't have to talk about who all has the money in America. Obviously, we know who that is. These people are going to come in and live here or rent these properties out and then drain black people for whatever pennies and dimes that they have left. And then they're going to just be annexed out. They essentially lost the game. But here at the Chicago Black Delegation Podcast, we want to keep everybody up to date about what the strategy is, and then just kind of keep everybody focus on what's happening. And if you're not focused by now, you need this type of platform to remind you how serious it is, how serious it's going to get. Because this stuff is, as you said, like black people are strategizing now, and they put it on the internet now. There's people, the big wigs and people behind closed doors, behind the curtains. They don't have to get on front. They don't have to get on TV to talk about this stuff. They got the money to talk about it in private, and they've been talking about this stuff in private for decades now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say it's too late now, but if you wait too long, you don't want to know what that feels like to be too late. Feel me? So anyway, if anybody doesn't have anything to kind of add, I just want just one last shout out to these brothers. Who are these guys again? Oh, the Earn Your Leisure podcast. Check them out on YouTube. We're not gonna play this entire video. It's a really long video, and it's we kind of been recording for a long time as it is. But they kind of talk about things regarding the temperature of the market a little bit. They go into other things as well. Definitely check this video out for yourself. And that's pretty much our stance on it, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna move on to the next video here.
That's why it's important.
Okay. Easy stuff time. Now we don't have to think as much. We ain't gotta think as much anymore. So how do I guess I have to edit this out some way. All right, so here we got a brother named this. I don't know if everybody recognizes who this is. This is Ryan Davis. He's a comedian. So, and he has some game for the brothers. I kind of want to know what you guys think about what this guy has to say about men's and their approaching habits. Of course, it's muted.
Always.
Yeah. So I don't even know how to reset this.
On a 200.
Hold on, give me a second. Refresh. Yeah.
As promised, fellas, this is how you go on a $200 first date on an $80 a date budget. First, you have to understand why a lot of these women are asking for $200 first dates. They're asking for $200 first dates because they don't like you. They don't know you. Now, a lot of you men have messed up the market because you'll get a woman's number and then try to take her out on a date within the next 2 days. You don't know her and she don't know you. She don't even know if she like you yet. So you got to pay the nigga I don't know you tax. And what the nigga I don't know you tax covers is the unfortunate event if she wastes her time. If this date is trash and she's got to get ready and look all good and smell all good and entertain you and you end up being whack, she at least wants a decent meal or a good experience. And that's your fault because you thirsty. You jumped out there too quick. If you took the time to court this lady, it wouldn't even be a problem. And that's the problem with you guys. A lot of you guys don't want to court. I told you, you have an $80 a date budget. That's 2 dates in a week. That's $160. There is no date in the first week. You heard what I said. Don't take her ass on no date on the first week of you talking to her. Get to know her. Honestly, get to know her. You may find out before it's time to take a date that you don't even rock with her like that. Boom, you saving more money. But look, I just saved you $160 that fast. But look, you're supposed to be getting to know this girl and you're trying to court her. So don't hold on to the whole 160. What you're going to do is Monday, she's got to go to work. She got to get her kids ready for school or whatever her morning routine is before she goes to the gym or whatever, right? First thing you're going to do, all you good morning and grand rising queen ass niggas, if you can text that, you can send her $10. Tell her Starbucks is on me. Whatever it is in her morning routine, she starts her day with something that you sent to her. Not good morning is cool. Good morning and a cup of whatever she drink every morning is better. She'll walk into work with whatever it is that you bought her. Now you have started out on a good foot, buddy. At least you're on her mind the moment she steps into her job. This is looking up already. And you tell her, look, I'm a pretty busy guy. I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to take you out. I won't be free until the following weekend. I won't be free till the following weekend. That gives you 14 days to get to know this lady. If you can't figure out in 14 days if this lady is worth the $200 investment, then something's wrong with you. But in the 14 days, you're going to apply pressure. You're going to send that $10 on Monday, on Wednesday, and on Friday. You're going to be consistent. This is not something you're doing just the first week. This is what you're doing forever. This is when they say they like consistency and keep that same energy, this is what they're talking about. And this is costing you $30. $30. If you ain't got $30 to invest in a woman that you're seeking, bro, you shouldn't even be here. It's $30. All right. And it's $30 out of your $160 budget. That leaves you $130. I just saved you $130 in the first week. But throughout that week, you need to be getting to know this lady. You need to be getting to know her. She needs to be getting to know you. You got to be putting on the charm, all your jokes, everything. You got to figure out if y'all like each other. All right. Second week, you're doing the same thing. Monday, boom, Starbucks is on me. Wednesday, boom, Starbucks is on me. Friday, Starbucks is on me. But also you send her a photo. What is the photo of? The photo is of a bouquet of flowers. This bouquet of flowers are the flowers that you're trying to send to her. But you don't know where to send them. You don't know where she lives. You don't know the address of her work. And you're sending it to her because you need to know where to send them. You tell her you're looking forward for your date tomorrow or tonight. I just want to know where I should send these. and you leave it up to her, because this is a trust thing. She may not be comfortable with you knowing exactly where she works or comfortable knowing where she lives. She'll tell you where to send it so she can get it. But trust me, the flowers will go over well. All right. And sending somebody flowers really just costs $50 to $60. All right. So that's $30 the first week. And then that's $80 the second week. That's $110, which means that leaves you with a dating budget of $210. You've been kind to her. You've been doing nice gestures. Y'all have been talking, getting to know each other. She actually likes you. And now you get to go on a $200 date, and that's still within your budget. Still within your budget. And after that, after you go on that $200 date, first off, you're already in the green because she likes you. You wouldn't have made it this far if y'all wasn't still hitting it off. So after you do this date, your third week, you should be cool. You should be good to go. It shouldn't ever cost you $200 really ever again until y'all are doing something dope, like going to a concert or something like that. Trust me. As promised, fellas, this is how you go on a $200 first date on an $80 a date budget. First, you have to understand why a lot of these women are asking for.
Yeah, I fall for it every time, man. Okay, so yeah, man. What do y'all for initial thoughts before I get into my question?
I mean, he gave sound advice. I mean, it really ain't this complicated. It's sad that you got to make certain things, and it's complicated for people to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is right though. With a woman like you don't have to do all that shit. The bitches be happy with some tacos. It costs about $25. You know what I'm saying? But when a bitch don't like you, they gonna milk you like a cow. That's just how it go.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. You don't have to spend $200 on a date. Yeah. His process was just so long.
No, it was long. And I wasn't gonna do all that either.
I was with him, but then he like the first week, then like the second week, then like the third week.
I'm buying this bitch coffee at least 6 times.
Yeah, it's like if you're trying to court her and you think you can see a future with her, then okay, I guess you can play the long game. But if you're just trying to get in and get out, I'm not doing all that. 3 weeks of this shit. I'd rather just spend $150 and call it a day. I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, for real. Like, I feel like dudes who just got it and just want to throw it off, they fucking the game up for regular working dudes. Like, they'll blow $200, $250, probably even $400 on the first date just because. And then that sets a standard that females want to follow through. And we have to vet them to make sure that they ain't the type of females. But, you know, females some people could put on a disguise like they humble. And then they want to run up a tab. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you gotta vet them, make sure you're doing the thing. He laid out the blueprint, though. I mean, I don't know about buying a female Starbucks every day for a week and then $80 date the next week, but
yeah, I did it. He kind of lost me though. Yeah, like maybe once or twice. He was getting there. He's got getting there too many times throughout the week by the Starbucks every morning.
They like the roses. I'm like,
I mean, for 7 days, I'll buy you a cup of coffee maybe like twice out of the week. You know what I'm saying? If I really like you, if I fuck with you like that. But I mean, if it's just a casual thing, nah, probably barely even once, barely that. If I'm trying to take you out, I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Probably send you some flowers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna go tricking just to get you to say yes to me. That shit could.
Yeah. So you definitely said a really important question, and I think a lot of guys need to. I think before, how do I put this? When they meet a woman, they need to make a decision. Maybe not immediately, but very, very soon. They need to understand they need to understand for themselves what their intentions are with that young lady. And from there, they can hold a position of, okay, I'm either going to treat her like a sock or I'm going to treat her like wifey. And then don't get me wrong, through the vetting process, through asking the right questions, through listening and, engaging in serious dialogue with the young lady, things can change. You know what I mean? She can definitely upgrade. She can definitely downgrade. But you need to make up in your own mind what you plan on doing with this young lady, right? If she's going to be, as you said, JG, if she's just going to be the type of person that you're going to, what did you say?
She's trying to get in and get out.
Yeah, there. That's what you use. That's what you said. Get in, get out. Then you're not gonna put a big strategy around how to you know what I'm trying to say. You're not gonna treat her like you would wifey, right?
Yeah, you're not trying to go through all these hoops.
So yeah, I mean, it'll probably make some sense to you to just drop, you know what I'm saying, a one-time payment on something and then get up out of it because you're not worried about this nigga I don't know you tax. So let me ask that question too though. What do y'all think about that? I don't know you tax. Is that like a thing that we should be concerned with?
I mean,
or does it matter depending on how you plan on treating this woman? I
mean, the nigga I don't know you tax. That's fair. I mean, she don't know you. It is. She is trusting you with her safety, her time. I understand. If you want to pay it, I mean, go for it. I mean, go for it.
That's the whole point. That's why you have to get to know her so that won't happen.
That's why. I agree with him.
That's why you have to do the get to know you part. But if you actually say you mean like you said, if you meet a bitch tomorrow, you trying to take the bitch out the next day, you gonna have to spend a little money. Good.
I said bring it closer, Justin, just a little bit closer.
I thought you were talking to me. But I'm saying though, if you're not trying to really talk to her, get to know her, I mean, yeah, next day you're gonna have to pay a little bit of money. That's just how it goes.
That's just stupid at that point. Yeah. Like if you're gonna try and take them out the very next day, they don't know you. It's like, what could you possibly do? You're gonna take them out to dinner. You're not gonna really be talking then either. So it's like, but me personally, like $150 dates. I like nice restaurants. I personally don't like cheap ass restaurants. Yeah, so I don't really care.
So no Cheesecake Factory.
Man, I'm going straight to Cheesecake
Factory. I do like Cheesecake Factory, but if I had to pick, no, I wouldn't pick.
But I ain't gonna lie, I hate the Cheesecake Factory, folks.
That's besides the point. I'm talking about like that tax bracket,
that quality of price. Yeah, I understand, but no, no.
So wait, so you going over Cheesecake Factory price?
It depends on how attractive she is, for one. But my intention would probably be go over to Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, word?
For sure.
Oh, boy, them girls gonna hit your ass up, boy.
And you go over the Cheesecake Factory.
I'm not real big. I've been to the Cheesecake Factory one time and it wasn't my idea.
Well, yeah, I've been there twice, but I'm just like, let's say Cheesecake Factory is like a 3-star restaurant, right? And then so you going for the 4-star.
I prefer to just try new, like new 4-star restaurants. Like if I haven't been there, I like to go
new shit.
Like how much money do you make, man?
Not enough to be going to 4-star restaurants all the time.
All right.
That's why amazing? I go every once in a while.
All right, man.
I mean, but 4-star restaurants is not really that high though. A 4-star restaurant, I tell you, a plate of food is $25 to $30.
I don't think that's 4-star. I think that sounds like Chili's or something, bro.
No, it's not. It's literally just where you go. Like you go to the Well, right? The Well is considered a 4-star restaurant, but it's stuff get high on the plate. But you can grab something.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
All right. Well, yeah.
You don't have to go and buy the most expensive thing.
That's true. Well, that is true. I do agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Once you start adding in drinks and shit.
But no, the thing is though, the woman that's with you is gonna be looking at. Is not gonna be taking that for consideration. She gonna be asking for that steak.
It was hey, bitch. I'm telling the bitch right now, bitch. Don't get no steak, bitch. If you ain't putting, let me put my
bro. She go. That's what they go.
You can't eat no.
She gonna order the lobster. You know how that go.
No, I don't. Cause I'm
you can't tell her not to get a lobster.
I'm not even taking you to a place where sell lobster. So
but that's a 4-star restaurant.
No, I don't mean they sell lobster. They just have.
They gonna order something. They gonna go for that higher ticket.
They should just look pretty, okay? And most times the bitch don't even eat that shit. She gonna eat this chicken sandwich. I promise to God, because it's chicken. Black people stay in the chicken area. They don't go too far out of the chicken or seafood area. But I'm not even telling you where you got seafood.
Then that's not a 4-star restaurant.
No, it is. Chicken is how you make chicken. Burgers is still niggas pay $30 to $40 for a burger.
That's true.
Sound crazy as fuck. So what are you talking about? They will go sit their ass right there. They go eat that motherfucking burger. They ain't gonna get a drink. And that's gonna round up probably about $50 for that one person. Bam. And whatever I get, I'm gonna keep it playing.
King, if you take a woman to a 4-star restaurant, you got to be prepared for her ordering the highest ticket item on that.
No,
I
tell the bitch right now when she tried. Oh no, that costs too much money. What you talking about? I won't even let her get that far. Like as soon as I see what you ordered. Oh no, baby, no, we ain't doing that. What you mean? You ain't eat that on my dime?
Isn't that amazing?
You can eat that. We split this up. We split this check.
What you mean? I didn't say you could come here and order anything you wanted. I said you could come here and have a decent time. I didn't say that I was going to fulfill your dreams.
All right, man.
Well, quick question. I'm sorry. Not to cut you off. You was going to say something. are we in agreement that splitting the check on the first date is an absolute terrible idea?
Yeah,
That's the worst
Okay,
idea.
just make sure because I couldn't imagine.
I ain't gonna do
I
that.
went out with a chick one time. She offered to pay. I was a little bit insulted.
Oh well, hold on now, slow down now. Now you might have lost me.
I was a little bit because it was her idea to go some restaurant, some Mexican spot.
Okay.
This is your
And
first
she
date?
offered to pay the bill. It wasn't even high. It was like $50. And this like, no, I thought it was like a test. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I got it. You good.
Okay, what if you didn't think it was a test? What if you was like thought she was being like you
I
know?
still would have paid just because it was our first time.
How y'all feel about that?
I ain't gonna lie, nigga like myself, depending on how I felt about it, if I didn't even like the food, I kept my wallet in my pocket. I said, shit, I ain't like the shit anyway. You can pay for it.
Keenan shit. No, but yo, like, you got. I mean, I feel like it's only right to pay on the first date. If a female offers to pay, I wouldn't get offended. I would honestly, I would take that like.
No, I wouldn't mind.
She
either.
probably
I would
a
literally
real
put
one.
my pocket right back. Oh, Jesus, must be nice. I didn't know that. Go ahead, fuck it.
I'll say like shit.
I feel happy with bitches.
She
That
probably
mean
a
I
real
did
one.
good.
Just want to look out for a motherfucker. So I'd be like, that's what's up. But nah, man, you probably get the next one knowing I'm lying. I'm gonna get the next one anyway. But I'm gonna keep that in mind. You're a solid one.
Okay. I was always, how do I put this? I don't know. I kind of just adopted the notion of whoever asks for the first date is the one that pays, whether it be the man or the woman. I don't know. I'm sorry. If that was a test, I'll fail it every time, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would put my pocket right back in my pocket.
I feel like that's a different scenario.
So you a keeper? Got you.
No, that's a different scenario though. Like if she asks you out, that's almost different. I'm not gonna pay on a date.
But
That's
nah,
you
she
though.
just offered to pay for the
Yeah,
first
that
date.
is
That's
if
all.
somebody asks you out, then yeah, I can understand.
But
Okay. So if you offer to take her out and she's talking about I'll pay for my half, you like nah.
no,
I'm
she
good.
never said she offered to pay for the whole thing.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying if
Oh, if she
if you
offers to take-
ask her out
and she
and then
offers to
she
pay for
offers
half?
to pay half or maybe even the whole thing, you like nah, I got you.
No.
Okay, I can see that. I can kind of see that.
If you
It
ask me
depends.
out, then yeah, I expect you to pay.
It depends on what it
Fucking
is. Like if I ask you out and you say I'm gonna pay for my half, like if we going as just friends,
That's cool.
yeah, that's cool. You pay your way, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's true.
But if we on a date and we know it's a date, that's her trying to say some. Yeah, we just going as friends.
Yeah, that mean we ain't getting no pussy. So
Yeah,
that's
man.
cool. I appreciate you not wasting my money.
Yeah, all right, shit. Honestly, dates canceled. Fuck it.
I'm cool.
But I mean, let me see. So what do you think about that? Like the just friends thing. Like how long should that just friends thing should go? She even entertain the just friends shit.
I mean, nigga, if she told you just friends and you keep on trying and you don't never hit the mark, hey, nigga, that's your fault. You wanted to sit there and play that field that long. It's time to go to another basketball game.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, you know, the one thing I'm on this kind of just coming to me like right now. This notion of the nigga I don't know you taxes, it's really peculiar because I never thought of it like that. But like it makes a lot of sense, and it makes a lot of the idea of not going on a date or during the first week does. I mean, there's some merit to it. Thinking back on it, I personally never did go on a date on the first during the first week of like me and the woman. I mean, that's just how it always kind of went down. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's not because I was like broke or any other thing. It's just that's just kind of always kind of happened. You know what I'm saying? I would feel the girl out, have these conversations, and if she don't stick around, then she don't stick around on to the next one. But yeah, by the time I get to that, by the time I ask her out, yeah, like we hit it off on a pretty decent date. Yeah, it's all, you know, date number 2 is definitely gonna happen. Getting lucky at the end of the night is like it's gonna happen because that nigga I don't know you tax has been paid for already because she knows me. You feel me? So that makes sense. What you finna say?
I mean, yeah, because one is depending on how you trying to hunt. Other niggas is really just trying to fuck something, so they ain't got all that time. They are trying to kill.
That's what Jay-Z was speaking of earlier, right?
We ain't trying to do all that. When you out just hunting, folk, you about to do what you got to do to get the meal.
Yeah, exactly. So I would say for when you actually care about this chick, do what this dude talking
A lot
about.
of niggas don't care.
I'm gonna give. Let me just do what he's talking about. If you really trying to, if you consider this woman's wifey, but if you just trying to get in and get out, what you finna say?
Oh man, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the meal, man.
You might as well just go for a chick that's on some pay for play type shit.
Man,
If that's what you want.
I mean,
That's when I mean, but then that's really a prostitute. This is more. This is more.
I kind of don't see the difference at this point.
It's the difference because one literally sells pussy, and the other one just wants you to spend a little money to get the pussy. It's two different things.
But
It's a fine line right there. It's a fine ass line.
No, but listen though. That one, most times that you got to spend a little bit, you don't get to hit that every day. The bitch that sells pussy, she sells that every day. Okay? Every day. It's not the same.
I would never pay for no cut, but man, G, I feel like if a female gonna want me to spend like $250 on a date just to probably get something at the end of the night, I think I'd rather just go for the chick that's gonna charge up front.
God forbid she actually pay some bills.
God forbid, G.
I mean, bro, that just be some YouTube shit.
That's literally prostitution.
Niggas don't be doing that shit for real, bro. A bitch ain't never asked you to pay no bill on the first date. Okay, they ain't never did it. Not in your reality. You only seen that shit on videos.
It's some bold ass females out here.
And
like
the day you come across it, that's when she gonna understand I'm like God, and that shit just don't work here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with you? Are you dumb? Did your mama raise you right?
See, like, and the crazy thing is, though, like, females, they try to throw it in there before you even go on a date. Like, yeah, so, like, these bills, they just piling up, they just kicking my ass. Like, man, like,
and then you say, like, yeah, man, these bills be beating me like a Hebrew slave, too. That's right.
That's definitely a personal problem. Right?
They try to throw that shit in there slick as hell. So, on that first date, they, oh, yeah, we good. Hey, can I, no.
Yeah, for
straight
real.
clown behavior.
Yeah,
It's
for real.
broken sad.
So with the current economy going in the direction it is, which we did speak about a little bit earlier, yeah, it's definitely important that men kind of strategize their money, because for the most part you have to wine and dine a woman the same way our parents did and our grandparents did. Mm-hmm. The difference between them and us is that they had to pay a lot less money about this wine and dining, right?
Got a bit of Sunday.
I feel like according to their wage, according to their wage, it was probably doing the same thing. Because like back in the 50s, I used to hear stories like you could take a motherfucker to the shop, get a burger for like a nickel or something.
Niggas wasn't whining and dining, bitch. A burger and fry didn't cost that much.
A burger was like a quarter or some shit. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think.
But look though, niggas at least made $1 or $2 a day. If you had a quarter to get a bitch of burger, that's 50 cents for the whole bill. You got the fry, the drink, and everything.
Like,
we paying fry and drink them at $30. It's the two different things. From I only paid a quarter, I still got 75 cents left. I can make that 75 cent work all night, depending on what I do.
It's like living in 2023. That shit just sounds so bad, bro. I don't know how.
But I'm just saying, them niggas bought some measly flowers, came with their dusty ass shoes. No, these bitches back then wasn't accustomed to shit, so they ain't no better. These bitches got social media.
Oh yeah, they spoiled now.
So that's the problem. You know, it's like, oh, well, that bitch got that. I believe I'm like that bitch. No, you're not, bitch, because you know why? That bitch got that, and you got me. Bro, see that? Two different things.
No, for real, that's facts, because like I remember during the pandemic era and shit, like everybody on Instagram and shit. Oh man, Dirk got India this, or Jada Way to that, like Ari Lynn. Like y'all talking about these rappers' baby mamas, but like y'all
like they them, they not nothing. They're not them at all, and that's the problem. So that whole notion, what they did and what we got to do is totally different. All they had to do was come with a whack poem and some flowers. It was easy.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? That shit wasn't hard. That's what they said. What wine and dining was, some cheap malt liquor. What you talking about? We got about bottles, real bottles, $200, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, you're definitely making my argument way easier. So apparently, whining and dining really didn't involve too much money at all. If it required money at all, especially during the time of like spreading love and the discos and everybody just dancing and stuff like that, and free sex and drugs and all that other stuff. Like you can just come through with some cocaine or some Quaaludes, and you can have a marvelous time.
I mean, it was a less time of envy. We have a more time of envy. That's the problem.
Hey, Richard Pryor said you had to sing back in the day to get some pussy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did. He did. That niggas was singing ass niggas. You know them singing niggas? They was getting all the pussy.
Standing on that corner, hitting that shit.
And niggas like, that's why niggas getting all the bitches. And you get that little perm. Oh yeah, you fucking all those.
Oh man, fried dilated to the side.
Yeah, man. But like I said, so like point I'm making is again, the economy now is a much different economy than it was back then during the most everybody during all the baby boomers, like greatest economic climate for America has ever seen. And now we are looking like damn near the worst. This is like a new type of, it's like a recession, and people don't want to talk about it being a recession. And we got a president that don't want to admit that the economic climate is at a pitfall position as it stands. So what that means for guys like you and me is that it is a good idea for us to strategize ways to, again, wine and dine or earn the affection of the women the exact same way, or to the exact same efficiency as the dudes back then that didn't have to pay too much anything, right? Because women said, hey, you gotta do a little bit more to earn their affection than just what did you say, singing a song and like dancing and whatever. So what he says is, hey, coffee here, flowers there. I mean, if it works within your budget, then that's great. But it's definitely in our best interest to be in our most strategic state of mind when we're trying to earn the effects of somebody through how do I put this? You know what I'm trying to say though, right? Because the women are always going to work under, they're always going to operate under a state of emotion. Like you're trying to earn their emotion from them. But to do that is going to cost us more money than it does back then. So with his whole idea of like strategizing the use of your money to earn the same affection a man would back then, it makes it sounds to me, and I think it's a really good conversation to have on top of what you probably already know about the current dating market, and especially like a lot of our red pill brothers that think that everything's gonna go a certain way, and the only way to find love is to move out and stuff like that, and go to all these third world countries and stuff. It's not like that, and I feel like these women in America, there's plenty of them that are worth our time, affection, and blood, sweat, and tears. Is that you just gotta think a little bit more to keep them around. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel about it for the most part.
I was gonna say, what the hell was I gonna say? Oh yeah, with the courting thing. To all jokes aside, like it don't really cost much to show a female you're interested. Like some like when it comes to like buying a coffee, you could get a cup of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts for like $1.50. That ain't shit. McDonald's $1.75.
No, bitches won't Starbucks. It's gonna be at least 10 to 12 a day.
I know, but nah, G, like for real, if you get you a real one that ain't superficial like that, a cup of coffee and shit with $1.75, some roses. You can get a bouquet, a dozen roses from like fucking Myers or something for like a dub, like a $24. It really ain't that much to do something.
You ain't gotta do it every day.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
Probably like once a week at best, and at least just get that, just work down that nigga I don't know you text. And then come in with that first date that's like, how much y'all think?
The problem is, bro,
like
when you do that,
$50, $60 date.
These bitches, they gonna think you corny. Niggas ain't gonna do none of that shit for real.
You gotta show how you coming like before all that. Before you just come with before you get the love, before you just get to show them love language, you gotta tell them how you coming. Like, I can do this for you, but I'm not finna be I'm finna just do this for you every day, or just because you say I ain't no poo butt ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I know you saw that little video with the little chick that be doing the little videos, and she said, "Man, I went on the first date with this nigga. He opened the door for me." And she called him corny, but they do think that shit corny. I know plenty of bitches. They say that, but they know that they makes it when a nigga do it. You corny as fuck.
That's why
he ain't get no pussy.
That's why I say you gotta vet them before you get to.
Yeah, those are throwaways.
No, it's just bitches like a little bit of edge. Yeah, when you're too motherfucking perfect, like out the books, like they read, like they imagine, they think they want this. This is imagination. This is not reality. It doesn't work too well for you. It's like, oh, this nigga really corny.
Isn't that amazing?
You out of a motherfucking book. They want you to have a little bit of edge. So by you not opening the door and having fucking roses, it give you a little bit of edge. And when you come with all that shit, it's like you're trying too hard. Like, what this nigga doing?
That's facts.
Facts. What's wrong with it? He really think he gonna get this pussy tonight.
Those not throwaways? Those not throwaway girls?
No, all bitches kind of think that way. Out of 50 bitches, probably 5 may think that way.
Yeah,
5.
I personally don't know too many chicks I was just like over the top nice to, and that shit.
And it works for you.
I don't think that's
It don't.
necessarily. I'm not saying necessarily. What? Hold on. Slow down. Hold on. I just lost. We lost. Hold on. So say it again.
You got. Me personally speaking, I have never been over the top nice to a chick, and it ended.
Okay, all right. So when you say over the top nice, you talking about sending flowers and sending coffee.
And even not necessarily sending flowers. I'm not really a flower sending ass nigga.
But if
but
you
just
did.
but even if adding sending flowers is opening doors.
Oh, opening doors and
just being
the chivalry. Okay.
Like I've never you always got to be a little mean to bitches. I don't know why.
Because they respect it a little bit.
It's like they feel like you got something to you.
It goes back to the phrase, the nice guy always finish last. And this is true. The niggas that's nice never fucking wins. Ever.
All right.
Ever. You are fucking losing, my guy. Learn to say suck my dick, bitch. And I promise you they suck your dick, bitch.
I wouldn't necessarily go that far.
So you have to tell these bitches sometimes, who do you think I am? Who the fuck? It's literally when you show them that you're not a fucking gullible ass fucking dumb retard, they respect you more. When you do all the dumb shit they think they want you to do, they feel like they play. Oh yeah, he's a goofy. He's a fucking goofy.
Right.
You got to treat bitches to get results. And I ain't talking about treating good.
Honestly,
all right, so
hold on, wait. I'll say even like with females who may not think like that, who may be even thorough and legit, you still got to have that bit of mystery to you, because once a person think they got you figured out, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
okay, so we can close this one out. If y'all women have problems with the things that these gentlemen have said today, you are perfectly welcome to hop in the comment section and tell them no, we are tired.
It honestly goes both ways.
Well, hold on now. All right. What do you mean by that?
Like a nice girl, we want a bitch to be a whore. We don't want that bitch to be all like, I don't suck dick and I don't do this. What? Bitch, you don't do what?
Oh, nah, I can't even talk to you.
We want women to be sluts, and like how bitches want niggas to be gangsters and bad guys. Nobody wants that. We say we do, but we don't want it to be over the top, right? We want it to be like a little bit of balance. Like, you ain't fuck everybody. You just a slut with me, okay? Like, you're not a slut with everybody you meet. That's what we expect when we find these bitches. You know what I'm saying? But if a bitch comes with a blank slate, like she's overly the real nice girl, she's gonna rub your back all the time. She don't have no opinion. She always quiet. She never question your authority. And nigga look at you like, man, this bitch a dog. Like, this bitch has no personality.
Like, stand up for yourself.
Yeah, we'll get bored with it the same way. We say we want a bitch to be submissive, but not too submissive where you get bored, where you look at it like a fucking pet. Like, it has no opinion. Like, if we will disrespect you and walk over you and we're going to cheat on you, there's going to be another bitch to give us a little bit of drive, a little bit of fire going. You know what I'm saying? That's like I guess you could say that's the toxic side of both men and women, because that's kind of what we want. We want a balance of it. We don't want it to be over the top, just overly just submissive, and we don't want a bitch to be overly the top, too fucking naggy and talking back. But we do like that from time to time. It keeps me on my feet versus you just being fucking weak.
All right. I don't agree with anything he just said. So, but yeah, like I said, so check, like I said, in the comment section, say what y'all got to say about it, and then we post the next video. I don't agree none of that shit. I need a woman to like not give me no fucking weird ass talk back, because I don't know, man. I'm just a better strategist than most of the.
I mean, that means you just want to be controlling. You want a puppet.
I don't think I want to puppet. I think I want somebody.
You don't want nobody to talk back. You said little. Don't give me no lip back. That means no opinion.
No, what I mean by that is I don't want nobody that's gonna come in with some bad ideas and not be able to be talked down and not know how to communicate with me to tell me their ideas better. If like most women, you sound like I'm not gonna say what you sound like. A lot of women that's reactionary and then act off of instinct and emotion, they have a problem with digesting alternative ideas and stuff like that. If a woman can't digest my ideas and then be able to realize that, okay, that idea it sounds like it's gonna make us more money as a team than what my idea is. And I'm just saying that shit's not gonna work out. But if a bitch is just flat out reactionary, that doesn't mean she's more so me. If a girl is we, then I can deal with that. Even if she's reactionary and emotional, if what she most prioritizes the most is us winning as a couple, I can respect that, but too many there's too many situations where reactionary people are just so focused on soul individuality, and you can't work with that. So I mean, if you want some chaotic shit in your life, I mean that's your prerogative, but I don't think that's the way black people should be moving in 2023 on out, man.
I mean, to a certain point, that's right, but I feel like somebody who's strong-minded is gonna like. They gonna tell you their opinion. Like they gonna tell you what they think could make some money. They're not just gonna take, you know what I'm saying, what you're saying, just, you know what I'm saying, lay back with that. You know what I'm saying? But it takes the education on both sides where it's like, okay, maybe he's right. Maybe I need to, you know what I'm saying, just sit back and listen. But it's like, how do you find that in between? Like if they feel like they right too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I spoke with a therapist about just general disagreements, especially when it comes to things that neither side want to budge on, especially when both sides are educated on the specific topic. I mean, the best thing me and my therapist kind of came up with was just prepare for the worst. If there's gonna be, if she's gonna go along with what she's got going on, and you're gonna go with what you got going on, you have to prepare. You have to you need to essentially create that safety net. So that when she fails, y'all gonna be okay. But if she succeeds, then you gotta admit to that. You gotta hold that L. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that hurt. Here we go. I love this video. God damn. This made my day.
She said, "My son ain't gonna be no trick off for you bitches."
Why does it play?
And him about the first restaurant he gonna take you to. What's the last restaurant your daddy took you to? Because you shouldn't be coming to him to be your daddy. That's not his role. It's a first date. I want y'all to bring that down to level 3. Y'all way on 10 with this foolishness and want to embarrass somebody. My second question is, have you ever been anywhere? Where do you take yourself? Let me see your checkbook registry. Let me log into your bank account and see what you feed yourself on a regular basis. Where do you take yourself for lunch or dinner? That's the next question I want you to answer. And then the third thing about this, come on back over here, because I need you to understand what time it is. A real lady
y'all not gonna
is going to be there for the purpose of what it's for. She's not looking for food because she's hungry that she can't afford so she can take it to go and get a doggy bag. I'm going to wrap this up to go. Why? You ain't going to have food tomorrow? That's a poverty mindset.
I should never told her.
So a first date, again, is to get to know the person, to hang out, have fun. Y'all should be laughing and talking. It don't need to be a steakhouse. We don't even know if you worth a steak. You might just be worth a piece of bread.
Might be worth a piece of bread.
So ladies, young ladies, grow up. Get some maturity about yourself. Y'all buying titties, lashes, booties, and everything else. And you want somebody else to feed you. Save your money, stop buying your body, and put it to the side so you can have some food. That's not a man's responsibility. Now, once you dating a man, and once he get to know you, and y'all vibing, and he want to take you to a nice restaurant, guess what that means? You well deserving of that. He think enough about you to make a reservation. But some of you don't have reservations about your mouth. You talk bad, you disrespectful, you ghetto, you trifling, you don't have an income that substantiates what you want this man to do. You don't reserve being lazy. You full out lazy. You have no reservations on that. But you want the men to make a reservation for a restaurant, but you don't reserve what's between your legs. You passing it out like candy. You rated E for everybody.
Oh my, all righty.
All right, let's turn this shit off, mama. Hey, man, sister girl, what y'all got to say about it?
I mean, man,
I think she said what they need to hear. Shit.
I mean, she ain't say nothing wrong, but you know, I ain't about to have my mama up here defending me on the
You know what I'm
internet.
saying?
That's my very first thing.
I can't do that.
You gotta blink my face.
And this is why, man. This is why black women go. Look at old mama's boy ass, bitch ass nigga. He ran to his mama. His mama up here cursing everybody out in his defense. We can tell he had a bad day today.
I mean, they ain't wrong either. He look kind of weak for that.
He
I'm
look
not
kind of
gonna-
weak. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to understand. Look how weak you look. Is this? She ain't said nothing wrong, right? But you got to. You can't have your mama out
She
here
can't be the
saying.
person
I
delivering that
want to
message.
know what the female said in the comment section.
They clown this
I know
nigga.
that's why they
I
went
know
in
they-
there.
Yeah, I'm sure they clown that nigga.
They ate that nigga the fuck up.
But no, for real, minus him standing right there, she should have talked to the camera one-on-one.
Yeah, she wanted to bring him. Bring your ass here, boy. Show your face.
Come here, Junior.
Standing all the way in the back and shit. I'm talking to you for you, motherfucker. Get your ass up. You gotta be up here. You know what I'm saying? So it's I don't know, man. I mean, she's right about what she said, but your son shouldn't feel the need to do that. He should know not to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. It's like niggas don't. It's like nobody. Baby, you gotta be taught this.
Well,
shit.
you know, the brains aren't. These brains not really developing with the boys or with
Man,
kids
that
in
nigga-
general
that
that
nigga
young.
a grown man right
Yeah,
there.
No, that
He might be
Like,
19, 20.
that's like a teenager, cuz.
He might be 19, 20. He
Big
probably
dog.
he probably ain't learned the game yet. We in our 30s.
Big dog, at 19 and 20, I wasn't even taking bitches out on dates. I was just bringing bitches to my house and buy a bottle and bring some weed.
Game, but we talked about how much
and we gonna have a good time.
That used to be the move.
Game
though. They be
changed,
down
man,
with it
didn't it?
too. Get you a little.
I mean, the
bottle.
game ain't changed
Yeah,
that
it
much.
changed. People,
It changed. It changed for
bitches
something.
would still come over your house if you got a bottle and some weed. I
A
promise
bottle-
to God.
a bottle of
The
Remy
bottle
and
and
a
weed
KD.
combo is undefeated. It's undefeated. The only way it lose because that means she didn't want to suck your dick no way. Okay. If she wanted to suck your dick, she want the bottle and the weed and some chicken wings.
Yeah, definitely gotta get some food. Definitely
And
gotta
them
get some
chicken wings is gonna make her wings spread later on. Nigga.
Isn't that amazing?
Fantastic.
amazing.
Shit ain't hard, man. This shit is easy mathematics.
It's a lot easier when a girl like you. That's for certain.
And that's the problem. Niggas is chasing bitches that know that don't like them.
Yeah,
if a
that's
bitch
the
see you on the street and she don't stop to give you conversation off your looks, she say you got some money for me, that mean that bitch don't like you. Because if she liked you, she would have stopped and gave you some conversation. If she says she need money, then you just go about your day. Don't be mad because she didn't want to talk to you. That's the problem. Niggas be mad. But that bitch didn't want to talk to me. I got a little something. No, baby. You didn't have enough. Okay?
All right, so I definitely got to ask you a question. So you don't believe this? You don't believe this? This how do I put this? You don't believe in this rising flock of women that believe in their self-worth and value needs to be equated into the dating process with men with their prospects.
I mean, they can try. I mean, you gonna get what you attract. I mean, that's what most times what happens.
No. What I mean by that is, you have to. It's a lot like the Cheesecake Factory situation.
I mean, you want to take. I mean, that's. What
Well, I gotta finish. I gotta finish explaining what I'm saying. What I'm saying is some women think like if you're not spending this much money up front, it means you don't value me as a woman, as a person, and you need to come a little bit harder because I'm worth more than just this. So as an example, to help the viewers and stuff like that, you're not gonna be able to take Beyonce to Harrods as a first date. You feel me? You have to come up and show out for somebody like that.
I mean, that's the point. You putting bitches on the pedestal, right?
It's not about you doing that. It's about women doing that for themselves. So they're putting themselves on the pedestal. Is what you're saying?
And sometimes you gotta knock them down. You gotta knock them down.
That's the answer I was waiting on.
I'm not doing all that because look, if you.
But there's some men that are doing that.
I mean, because that's the point. Is when
that's the way. That's why the game is changing.
They bending their knee. I ain't gonna bend my knee. So it's either you gonna respect me when I stand tall, but I ain't bending my knee. And that's the problem. You niggas just folding because they don't have personality.
You not gonna fold for Megan Thee Stallion?
I don't think I have to because I believe I'm king.
So you think Megan Thee Stallion is gonna go for you because you king?
Yes, if I ever get it in my sights, if I ever get it like in Hog's View, super down, so I'm catching the prey. I don't know how I'm gonna catch the prey, but I'm gonna do something.
You see that Megan Thee Stallion? She you see one glimpse of this brother, man. Your ass is grass.
I mean, I'm gonna do something amazing. God's gonna give me the juice that day. I'm gonna glow like Bruce Leroy.
All right.
I'm the master. You know what I'm saying?
So same question for y'all, man. Are y'all like privy to like this notion that women are putting themselves on this pedestal because they believe their value is worth it?
I mean, yeah, I would say it is somewhat. My thing is, I don't think the number is nearly as high as the internet would lead you to believe.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there's still some women out there that don't give a fuck about going to the Cheesecake Factory or Portillo's or any of that.
Yeah,
it's just some shit. Motherfuckers get on the internet and just talk.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
The price is higher for some women, but that middle class of women with the higher price is very small. Not gonna lie to you.
Okay. So you would say for like the women that are on these platforms, that I mean, you know, the OnlyFans model girls, the girls that get a lot of money just for them being them. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they are worth something. They think they're worth more than an average shake. You don't think like their lived experience is gonna bleed over into the viewers to this for them to think like, you know what, I self-value myself. I look better than her. I can hop on OnlyFans and make all this money just like that if I wanted to. Matter of fact, the next day the nigga gotta spend $200 the first day in order for me to in order for me to entertain him. My time is worth this much money. Like, you don't think that type of idea is gonna bleed over to a audience of women that watch this type of content, that type of content?
Yeah, I'm sure it would bleed over, but at the end of the day, you don't determine your value. The market is going to tell you what your value
But
is.
some people, but the counter argument that I've heard from these women is, no, the market doesn't dictate my value. I dictate my value.
And then they stupid. That doesn't see. That's why women are delusional. So this is our job to humble them because we're the market. We dictate the value. You don't dictate your value. I tell you what the price of cocaine is. You don't tell me what the price of cocaine is because you believe your cocaine is this. No, I don't believe it's that. You know what I'm saying? It has to be good, bitch. And first off, me seeing you didn't tell me how good the pussy was, so I don't know what you like. You can be looking good, give me trash ass pussy. Waste my time. Okay? So I would tell you the truth. I dictate the. See, those women are delusional. And sometimes that delusion can overpower weak men. But see, when you're strong, that shit doesn't work. It's like it just bounced off you. Like, you're dumb. You thought that was going to work. And then they bow to your will. This literally is a battle of will. And you got to show that your will is stronger than hers. That's really what it is. And you really find that a lot of men out here have weak fucking willpower. No, bitch. I am me. And you're going to respect me. Okay, I'm not going to bow to you. Who are you? And you have... And because they believe they're big because of the market that they're overseeing until they get to a guy like me and make them feel small. Like, before you get to me, you thought you was the shit. And then you get to me, I treat you like regular. You got to destroy a motherfucking ego sometimes. All right. Don't ever come to me with that bullshit. You could be Beyonce, bitch. If all I got is Harold's money, I'm gonna tell you, hey, B, I'm gonna take you to the spot with this nice 6-piece. You're gonna love it. Change your life. Because this is a place that she doesn't go to all the time. It's going to give her a different flavor and a taste. And you know what? That little $20 joint is going to feel like $1,000 because I gave her a new experience. It's all about the experience. It's how you do your shit, bro. You don't need a lot of money, man. It's just how you play the game. It's called balling on the budget. Niggas got to get back to it. The problem is the scammers done fucked up the game and everybody went out here and start paying things at full price. Niggas used to be savvy. We lost our savviness. And just start tricking more. And that's the problem. Niggas gotta get back to the savvy.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why. I mean, that's like this. When I say the game has definitely been changed, it's because things got more expensive. It's to get the same amount of submissiveness, attraction, happiness from women. You gotta pay more nowadays. And it's partially because of the economy, but it's also partially because a lot of tricking been going on, and a lot of dudes ain't relying on like their wit. They're putting themselves putting themselves together, the colognes and stuff like that. Dudes corny. Dudes become more corny. Dudes become doing a lot more tricking. So I mean, I pretty much agree with like what you're saying. Jay, what you think about like the whole aspect of
they need to check their motherfucking self, cuz. Right, they need to check their no, but for real, like when it comes to like, I understand like. You think of yourself as a $1 billion bitch. I get that, man. Like, we all should have a high opinion of ourselves, but let's be realistic in this real world we living in. We can't just expect somebody to cash out hella bread as if we've been in a multi-year relationship and this is just our first date. I think, like, we all black kings around this motherfucker. I think of myself as a king. I'm not finna sit up here and act like that around the female I just met. You know what I'm saying? Ask her to do stuff for me, pay for me. You know what I'm saying? We just had this conversation. I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying, come in with an entitled sense of person, a sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's dead. So I mean, I feel like females should do the same. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, for some reason, some people, it's like the thing that's trying to sell itself is trying to essentially upsell itself.
Yeah,
Right.
and like brother man said, you gotta break that ego, man. You gotta break them down for real.
Bro.
I wouldn't go that far. That was a little tough.
I personally was just gonna move along and say, you know what, I'm not paying that price, and
Yeah,
hopefully the next man will like, you know, be aware of like that same energy. You feel me?
It's the problem that these are regular women and they broke bitches and they believe they're rich women. It's the delusion of the women. It's
And
crazy.
they need to be humble.
Yeah, and that's why I say you gotta destroy the ego. That's their super ego getting out of check. Like you should have thought about yourself before you came in my car talking about like, look at you. Yeah, bitch, look at you. You okay, bitch? You ain't a motherfucking dime, bitch. You ain't a fucking jewel I ain't never seen before. What are you talking about? And that's the problem. You can have that type of confidence, but you also gotta know how to level that shit out. You just can't be around this bitch on cloud 9 all day, fucking tripping, thinking you this bitch. No, like the other day when I saw the little video with the white, it was a white woman with a black dude. White woman was about average as fuck. 6.5 at best. Looked like trailer park trash. You know how niggas be having the white bitches. Don't be having the best of them. You know what I'm saying? And she over here talking about she deserved 5 stars. I didn't get dressed up. And I'm like, bitch, you got like a $10 dress on. You act like you got $1,000 skirt joint. You know what I'm saying? With the pearls. Why the fuck you think he was going somewhere 5-star like he was saying, bitch? He told the bitch it was casual date. Casual means some jeans and a baseball cap and a t-shirt, bitch. She talking about, I thought we was going for drinks. He said drinks, Starbucksies. That's what he was taking her. You know what I'm saying? You can run up a tab at Starbucksies. You know, you can get a little high. Okay? But all I'm saying is she was saying what her value was on how she looked. And the bitch was delusional because her look was 6.5. She talking about him. You ride with me, bitch. I had to pick you up because you ain't got no car. You couldn't meet me to the destination. And he said, I got a house. You came out of motherfucking apartment. But you trying to call me broke because I took you to Starbucks. Bitch, I don't even like you like that. He said, I met you later on the day. This is what happened. He didn't vet her out. It wasn't no real talking. It's more of a next day type of thing. You feel me? So it's like he said, it was Starbucks. But she feeling like they had worked up to this, you know, this height where she's supposed to took her to a $300 dinner and eat steak and lobster like she thought she was. And the bitch averages subpar at best. And I wouldn't even take a super bad bitch to that shit because I'm going to take a bitch because I'm going to take the bitch to go get some tacos. We going to go get this little spot. I'd be like, hey, it's going to be unique because they ain't going to never have these type of great tacos. And I only spent a little bit of change. It's about giving them something unique, something they never experienced or tasted. You see what I'm saying? Versus you spend a lot of money. If you give them that, you won. But don't take it nowhere where that shit nasty. You really gonna curse you the fuck out. But if it's good, you win it. You gotta win if you gonna go cheap, nigga. It gotta be good, okay? So, niggas just, I don't know, man.
So, if anybody got any comments to that, my last question is gonna be, what do you say? How do you navigate the situation where that woman is a 9, right? Like she is an established 9 to a 10. Like how do you navigate that situation?
I mean, she play it by ear. You see what type of 9 to 10 she is. Even though she a 9 to 10, don't mean she's like a bougie 10. She can be a humble 10.
Yeah, some
you see what I'm
real
saying?
fine women are.
Yeah, some women
cool.
because they some fine women.
Okay, well, I'm trying to make this as difficult of a question as possible. Yeah. I'm talking about the 10 that knows she's a 10 and she knows she's a 9.
I mean, they know they 10s, but I'm saying some 10s. I mean, you don't. I don't want to say that.
This ain't no nice 10. She's not a humble 10.
I don't want to say that because I don't want people to believe all 10s are like that.
I know that.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is
in your example.
In my example, this is a woman on OnlyFans that's making money off of feet pics.
I mean, if that's what you want to do with yourself, you know how you gonna have to play it. You feel like you have to spend some money, or you not, and you ain't gonna get what you want. But if you want to get what you want, what you believe you want from her, you gonna have to trick out that little bag. If that's what you choose to do.
What I'm asking is, will you make an attempt at talking her down off a pedestal? Do you think that's possible?
Oh yeah. I mean, anything is possible. That depends on your psyche and how good at you at destroying somebody's ego.
Destroy it just sounds so fucked up. I mean, you probably could talk them down, but it probably wouldn't be worth it, honestly.
Yeah,
it'd probably be a lot.
It wouldn't be worth it. You said it wouldn't be hard or it wouldn't be worth it?
It wouldn't be worth it. Like why work that hard to bring her down? You can just go on to the next person.
Yeah. But if you said, but see, the problem is men like to conquer. So the more challenging it is, it excites me to destroy you. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, to say that I did it. I told you I was going to get you, bitch. Like, let's look at, I use an example. Kendra G and Corey Holcomb. He used to come on the radio show all the time. He used to tell Kendra, you don't let me talk to you. He's like, I never talk to you, Corey. You're not my type. He said, watch when you get 40. You going to come back rolling around. She come back rolling around. She about 49. He asked her again, man, when you going to let me take you out, Kendra? He always asks her every time he comes with. She always shoots him down. This time she said, well, I don't know, Corey. I may let you take me out. I said, God damn, the bitch is 40. And he said it just when she was going to come back around and she was going to let a nigga take you out. She understood that her value is the way she used to sell her house alone. Because it's 10 years that she knew this nigga. She always had her value so high. And all those niggas she was trying, they was never mounting up what she wanted. So now she understood, I got to come down. And maybe Corey will make me fucking happy. Maybe this is what I'm missing is a Corey fucking Holcomb. But she had to sit out there and get her ego destroyed. Whew, now I'm humble.
Well, I mean, that's kind of I don't know about that example because Corey Holcomb is actually like worth something.
But no, in her eyes, he isn't. That's what I'm saying.
But he is though. And then
that's what I'm saying. Her standards were so high, and what she believed that what she was worth. This is what we're talking about. She believed that she was worth this, and he told her every year that value is going to go down in your mind, and it did. She literally turned around when she turned fucking 40.
Yeah, of course. But it's like I said, how long is it going to take for a regular ass dude that's making $50,000 a year for the work down? She got to be 70 years old, 60.
Maybe
how long?
Maybe about 45 going to 50. She better at least in her prime. So if she just want to love a man, she may start fucking with a nigga that only makes 50, and she gonna be cool with making what she make because now she don't. See, the problem is the older women get, they realize the things they thought they cared about, they don't really care about no more. The older they get, because the human psyche is the older I get, I don't want to fucking die alone. Okay, so now you're going to be more acceptable to something at 50. That's why most women say when they get into their 40s and 50s, they're more acceptable to certain things because they're close to dying the fucking alone. They're no longer that super attractive where they can demand this, that, and the third. I got to learn to humble myself, and that just comes with time. Some people are more aware of it. You can help them, coach them there, get a little quicker. But that's why when they get into their 40s and 50s, they say settle for less. They just I just want a nigga that if he just gonna pay something, or he gonna just be nice to me, love me. They start to settle because now they're aging and they're declining, and nobody wants to die a fucking alone.
So there's a growing population of women trying to say, girl, don't settle. That's BS.
I mean, yeah, because they're young. But when you get old, that old bitch gonna tell you to settle because, baby, that bed is cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I promise you, and they all do. They all do. It just takes some women with more high egos to realize that shit. And that's why you gotta destroy their ego sometimes. I mean, I bring it all full circle.
Comes right back to that.
I love it. I do. I love it. I ain't gonna lie.
Moral of the story is you gotta destroy the
ego. You gotta destroy the ego.
Because the reason they have it is because we put them there. If we stop acknowledging them, the reason why you even used to get a bad bitch attention, right, is not to pay them no attention at all. Now all you niggas pay them attention, listen to the third, they know they got you. It's the one that ignores them is the one they're going to focus on because he is not the one paying attention. Why is he not on my ass? What makes him different from all of you? That makes them attract them to you. You have to stand out. When you try to act like everybody else that came before them, you would never fucking win. You have to be the unique one. And a lot of niggas don't know how to do that. You don't supposed to grovel over a bad bitch and bow and kiss their fucking feet and do all that fucking weird shit. No, you supposed to be a fucking asshole and be a little cold to a bitch because she gonna know why you treat me like this, why I can't get you to do this. And her whole job is to try to make you to do that. And your whole job is just resist and she gonna give you everything you want. You just gotta fucking resist and don't be a sucker.
You don't think you need a bag to like back it up to like give it that character chase?
No, it's really psychological warfare. It's all about how good you is with your wit. And niggas lost their wit. They just rather trick off with the paper. And that's cool. That's what they want to do, but don't complain about it though, if that's what you want to do. But if you don't got that and this is how you want to achieve this bad woman or a woman out your reach, you're going to have to play a little mind games, nigga. This is chess, nigga, not checkers. And this is a war. And you're trying to win.
All right. Let's see what they send. Let's see what the ladies say in the comments. But okay, we can move on though. Oh man, this is gonna be a fun one. So yeah, we're gonna close out with this video, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen this one before.
I can't really tell, but people on the screen, I can't really see their face.
I can read what they say.
Let me see if I can zoom in.
It's gonna be crazy.
Somehow, yeah, it's bad. Not gonna lie to you.
So you say give her money weekly.
Well, don't read. Don't. Hey,
I heard about that.
Yeah, hold on. Just hold on.
Okay.
Give her money weekly is like give her my piece of my soul weekly.
Come on, no line, bitch. You work, don't you?
Wait, I really can't.
But you ain't a kid.
I sure can't. That's crazy. Whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. Oh, excuse me.
She gets is 2 nuts a day.
Real man, as soon as you start dating her, right after the first date, the first thing you need to be doing is, number one, picking up her cell phone bill, making sure that you get, hey, baby, how much do your nails cost? How much does your hair cost every month? I'm going to make sure that I Zelle you this amount of money, $300. I'll Zelle you on the first every month. Yeah. So that way you can make sure you get your hair done, your nails done, and I'll take care of your cell phone bill. Real men do that.
So the first date is really about figuring out how.
No, that's real bitch nigga shit. Don't ever say that's what real men do. Because your daddy didn't raise you to do that type of tricking. He didn't even do that type of tricking for your mama. I promise you he did that. He didn't tell you, your dumb ass to do that shit. The problem is you was growing up in your room, you're lame, and you ain't got no swagger. So you like, I got to pay a bitch on the first, the third, and the fourth just to keep her attention. The whole thing is niggas is trying to keep their attention with money, and they don't like you because your money's going to run out. Everything changes, money, you know what I'm saying? So a bitch got to like you for you, man.
That's facts, G. Like, and motherfuckers, they like you was saying, like, they realize that they don't have to develop a personality. They realize that money talks, and now they're using that to their advantage. Yeah. Sick as hell. Man.
Let's go.
How you can pay for everything that she's got going on.
I mean, basically,
why
like,
shouldn't it be that? And if you don't make enough money, you either need to start working extra time, or you need to leave that girl alone.
Just get a second job. Or go get somebody else.
Go get somebody else. You're not suitable for her.
Nah. Right? If you were a real man.
Yeah.
If you're a real man.
So yeah.
Them niggas both sound gay.
I don't know about gay, man, but this is
yeah.
This is kind of what the conversation been about, right? It's about these guys.
They just don't sound like straight men.
Well, hold on. They well, hold on. What'd you say?
I just didn't want no problems from the ABC.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say, like, no problem.
Okay.
They're not average men.
All right, yeah, but yeah. So regarding their stance, right? They this kind of what we was kind of speaking of, like these men are kind of coming in and leaving their dent right on the internet and posing this idea of leading with your wallet, right? And what do y'all think? Do y'all think a message like this is actually going to get through the men? Is it gonna inflate the egos of the women that listen to it?
Women are gonna believe it because women want to believe any stupid ass thing that will reinforce whatever they think. But guys ain't gonna believe this shit because we know either A, they're lying, B, they're corny, or this fucking propaganda just so women to listen to them.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody believes this shit. Just I don't know who they are, but just because they say give a bitch $300
for you,
what? Sound crazy. That's the stupidest shit I've heard in my life, and I'm certainly not gonna listen to it because whatever their name is suggests that shit. That is crazy.
Look, bro, I grew up off Pimps 99. Real players. They taught me the game. These niggas, the suckers, they call y'all tricks. Y'all not real, man. You are the trick. You are the cattle. Okay, we work you niggas. Okay, that's what they doing to y'all. And for you to feel that you got to do all that to get a bitch attention, that ain't the attention you need in your life. I promise you that's not the attention you need in your life. That's not what your mama even raised you to even be, to want. That's just what a nigga is lusting for. And niggas got to understand, lusting and what you need is two different things. So, you know what I'm saying? Niggas just be tripping.
That nigga said pick up a second job. That's crazy.
What I look like working myself to death to talk to a bitch?
That's fucking insane.
So she can sit on the couch and feel happy?
I work 2 jobs, but it's definitely not to support anybody else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the very second that somebody think they're going to come in my life and benefit off of what I do, no. That's cooked. It's over with.
Yeah, like, and I mean, just put it out there, man. There is a lot of people out there that really do. How do I put this? This type of messaging is for the trad lifestyle crowd, like the traditional lifestyle crowd of the woman is the homemaker and the man is the breadwinner. You know what I mean? So because I've seen multiple types of conversations regarding men making this type of argument and women responding to it. Just put it out there. These women in the comment section go crazy over this stuff, and it's just, as you just said, women are believing it. You don't typically see a lot of women not disagreeing with it. I will say that they exist, but I don't think that's. I mean, I think we all obviously know that this not when you say women, that doesn't mean all women. But I'm just saying when you go in the comment sections, you read the chats, you read the super chats, right? The $50 super chats, $100 super chats. These women are saying, "Oh, preach King. I love your message. Please keep it up," right? Because they saying everything they want. That these men are maybe not these men specifically, but men that are preaching this sort of notion. They get in the bag over this messaging. But again, this messaging is for the traditional lifestyle crowd where they believe that men are supposed to be supplementing the women that they entertaining.
So basically, to get a bag, I need to start pandering to motherfuckers.
I mean, that's what they're doing.
We're not gonna be doing that here.
They got $50 to $100 super chats. So that means bitches is paying $50 to $100 to be in this chat to say preach King, and these niggas say yes, bitch, yes, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand when they learn that they're being kind. It's like people don't understand. Like niggas like fucking conning you. Stop listening to fucking con man because you're gonna be alone. And like I said, once you get to you're 45 and 50, you're gonna be giving up your last little years to a nigga you probably didn't want to be with, but you gotta settle. So stop with all this foolishness, man, and start picking for people for their character, what they bring, whatever they bring to the table. As long as they make you happy, that's what it's supposed to be about. Not about him paying for everything for you so you can sit your ass on the couch and get fat. Okay, that's all y'all want to do is sit on the couch and get fat. And y'all, like bitches don't even want to like take care of the kids and cook no more. Bitches say, I just took care of the kids. I ain't cooking shit, nigga. What, nigga? What? Yeah, them niggas tired me out. What the fuck you thought life was doing to me when I was outside? Thought it was being kind to me, bitch? Give me some fucking food. But no, you still got to come home and buy food, and the bitch, all she did was watch the kids. If I need a bitch just to watch the kids, I go get a nanny, bitch. Okay? I go get a fucking nanny. I don't need you because you too expensive. You don't do shit. Don't want to cook. My nanny ain't going to cook. She had food ready for me and everything. I swear to God.
You're the devil, sir. The woman stays home and protects the kids and the house.
Keep going.
Subscribe, ladies. I need that check. No, I'm trying to be kanji this week.
Oh, there it is.
I'm kanji this week. Shout out to him.
Yeah, for sure, man. But yeah.
The only thing they protect is their belly. Cause they always hungry and they sit in the house. Shit crazy. Got a whole refrigerated food. Bitch texting you talking about what we gonna eat. Bitch, I don't fucking know.
All right, man. You're not using right now. But yeah. I definitely want to say this type of messaging is extremely detrimental for a multitude of reasons. Obviously, it's messing with the psyche of the women and making them sucker up to messages like this and forking over money that they've earned legitimately to pandering ass dudes like this, right? Additionally, I don't know. I want to say, honestly, I want to call it anti-black for multiple reasons as well. When you tell a man to, and I don't want to get too preachy about this. I don't want to turn to Umar Johnson about this. If you got to work for the white man, if you got to work for the man, you got to work for the man. It is what it is. But you don't work for the man so a woman can stay home and not do anything productive. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you know, like the 50-50 conversation, or if you want to call it 80-20, or however you want to run your household and stuff like that. Like, so be it. But let everything y'all do be for the production of the family unit. Don't work these 2 jobs, 3 jobs to make a woman happy when she's not worth it. When her happiness is not worth the price. A lot of women just don't know when to say no, right? You gotta they don't know when to say, okay, that's okay, baby, I don't need that. That's you did enough already. Some of them they just leeches. It just kind of is what it is. And the black community don't need these type of leeches. Even when you vice versa, even when you got a situation with a man being at home and playing the PlayStation all damn night, you know what I'm saying, and not trying to find a job. They spend 15 minutes trying to find a job, and then they go right back to 2K or whatever. Those situations are just as like dire and like and anti-black. I'm just saying the best thing for black people to do now is to gather their resources, get money, and put that money to the right place that can contribute towards the wealth, towards the benefit of the group, towards the black community, and or if not at the very least the communities that surrounds them. Like I said, if you wanna listen to these people and live your life to be subservient to a woman, no, that's like, when you're subservient to somebody that doesn't have their center focus on the black community, you're essentially just giving white people more money. Because who owns these flower shops? Who owns all these? When you go on vacation and stuff like that to these European destinations, to all these places around the world, who's benefiting from that? It's not black people. You know what I'm saying? So
they don't care about that, man.
That's because they center is not they're not centered on the black community, which essentially makes it anti-black. But that's my angle on it. But as far as other things, as far as you kind of keeping money for yourself and your family and generational wealth, it's against that as well. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, you got to get, as far as vetting is concerned, and as far as the women that are worth your money, her priorities need to be on community and family. And if her focus isn't, if her center or in her priorities doesn't put those things at the top, she's not worth it. She's not worth your time, because she's trying to fill a void of self-happiness that you have to finance. It's gonna come out of your pocket. And again, that is anti-black, that's anti-family, that's anti-generational wealth.
Dr. HT.
I appreciate you. Any comments?
I don't know, man. I'm good to roll.
All right, well, hey, man, it's been Chicago Black Delegation Podcast. I hate to preach y'all as usual, but I'm gonna keep doing this as often as I can. JG, where can they find you at, bro?
Find me on Facebook, JG. Just JG. Like, share. Twitter, JJesus.
Really?
Yeah, JJesus.
Oh,
I love it. I don't know where I heard it, but no, that's clever. I rock with that.
Ooh, bars.
Go ahead, King.
Oh, man, ain't nowhere to find me, but you can find me at the Black Delegation.
Oh, God. Shit, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, J. Rashid across all platforms. Shit, you catch me on this, you know what I'm saying? It's Chicago Black Delegation. Catch you a dose of CBD. Yeah, man.
Tell about what you do, man.
Oh, man, we taking off with this channel, man. We doing these movie reviews, let's plays. We got the comedy going, bro. This channel busting, man. J. Rashid. Just make sure you subscribe.
Nice. But yes, it's like I said earlier in the show. If y'all got any video suggestions, leave it at Chicago Black Delegation at gmail.com. Any whatever comments y'all got, you know what I mean, we definitely read them all. We definitely respond to them all. We trying to grow this mug up, so please share, help us out with the alchemists to the best of your abilities. And but for the most part, not for the most part, most importantly, if you don't want to, even if you don't want to share these conversations, share these videos, bro, have these conversations with your people. Like, just try to bring a new type of energy, a new type of conversation to your circles, because that's, basketball or sports, video games, everything that makes you happy is cool, you know what I'm saying? But, leave some time for difficult conversations, squeeze a little bit of effort in for things that's gonna, push us forward as a group, you feel me? And another thing is, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna do this as often as I remember to do it. I'm endorsing this book, Powernomics by Dr. Clark Anderson. This is gonna be the step-by-step process on how Black people can come together, get under one accord, and essentially practice something called group economics that's gonna uplift the black community and and prepare us for the worst that this nation has to offer, or that's impending upon us. Additionally, fuck this bitch. I'll see y'all next time.
What the fuck?
As soon as you start dating her, right after the first date, the first thing you need to be doing is number one.
You say that's India. No, Cynthia G. Oh, Cynthia G. Oh yeah, her ass weak as hell.
Yeah, she you never heard of her? Hell no. Yeah, she you probably heard she was the one that was talking about aborting boys. She was telling black women to abort boys and shit. I appreciate you sliding on me, man. Great conversations, great dialogue. All right, man. Appreciate you, Jarvis. So like I said, I could try. I might need your help. You said the week after next, right? Yeah. So yeah. 2 weeks I'm off that week. So you like it? Like would you? Yeah, I definitely slide to it again. Thank God. All right. Appreciate you, Reese. You did a great job, my brother. So like I said, for the most part, you pretty much just do like a live show type thing. So the people that's actually watching, that's what they're gonna see. But if you make any mistakes and stuff like that, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, because like I still got, because what's happening is every camera right here is even the TV. You know what I'm saying? Everything is being recorded at this. Yep. And I can like pull, and when I pull up my editing software, I can pull for whatever source that's like that's gonna give everybody the best show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it don't even matter like that. But yeah, so I mean, if you usually Letitia's doing this, you know what I'm saying? But Reese, King probably told you that, I don't know what King told you, but usually have Tisha doing it. But if you available, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? If you could work the technique, like that's the technician job. You know what I'm saying? You could be the technician of the show. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't got no money yet, man. I appreciate you, brother. Like I said, I mean, if you really want to do it, you can do it as often as you want, and then Leticia she can just stay up there and do whatever she gonna do, huh? Oh, like I said, it's always gonna be we doing just straight Sundays. It's always gonna be Sundays. Now the specific time is kind of up in the air right now. Cool. Cool. All right, man. Yeah, I see you. You was awake. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. Shit. Another dope ass show as far as I'm concerned. I guess I can just make sure this is still recording, motherfucker. I just gotta make sure.